tale of Dáithí, a Brúm drummer so bold. In the West End pubs his rhythms unfold. With his mates in the band they play into the night, weaving tales through music in the dimming light. Gambit is his favorite, a test of syncopation. Found his groove at harmony, a rhythmic revelation.
Welcome to the legend of Dáithí Brúm, canvas junkie from Liverpool, a podcast where music, mystery, and espionage collide. I'm your host, David Fogg, and together we'll unravel the enigma surrounding Dáithí, the cannabis junkie from Liverpool. Join us as we explore the rhythm of secrets, the beat of intrigue, and the melody of hidden truths. Let's dive into the shadows and discover what lies beneath the surface.
On harmonious days, fate played its part with his doppelganger, a brother in harm, in Tempe's particle, if Frankie beats a line. No longer in the shadows, their paths intertwine. Thought is king of the tragedy led astray. Now united, drumming this piece of teleplay.
The Pen, an espionage chronicle. In the clandestine corridors of espionage, where the silent battles of wits and wills are waged, there exists a tool of unassuming power, the pen. For Dáithí Brúm, a fledgling agent embarking on his inaugural mission, this pen was not merely an instrument of writing, but a handcrafted masterpiece, a conduit of his craft in the art of intelligence. Crafted from the finest rosewood, the pen bore the hallmarks of a creation born from both necessity and artistry. The wood, selected for its enduring nature and the deep, resonant hues that seemed to dance within its grain, spoke of the secrets it was destined to keep. Each swirl and whirl in the wood was as individual as a fingerprint, a testament to the pen's singular identity in Dáithí's hands. The choice of rosewood was deliberate, a decision made not solely for its visual allure, but for its impeccable weight and balance. In the world of espionage, every detail matters, and the pen's equilibrium was calibrated for a dual purpose: to write with precision and to serve as a tool of deception when the need arose. The hardware, fashioned from the finest polished brass, lent an air of sophistication to the pen, making it a fitting accessory for a diplomat or a spy of discerning taste. As Dáithí clasped the pen, he was acutely aware of the meticulous craftsmanship that had gone into its creation. The surface was polished to a sheen, smooth to the touch, radiating the warmth of the wood and emitting a faint, earthy fragrance, a blend of the natural and the artisanal. It was an object of beauty and purpose, capable of drafting treaties that could shape nations or scribing orders that could dismantle empires. This pen, diminutive in size yet immense in potential, stood as a symbol of the unsung artisans who labor in the shadows, their genius veiled by the ordinariness of their creations. These craftsmen and craftswomen forged tools that, while hidden in plain sight, play pivotal roles in the grand theater of global intrigue. Dáithí's pen was more than a mere writing implement. It was a silent comrade in the covert war of intelligence, a war where the mightiest of swords may well be a pen, and the most powerful of actions a stroke of ink. In Dáithí's grasp, the pen was poised to become an instrument of history, its legacy inscribed in the annals of the unseen battles that shape our world. Archivist was a keeper of secrets. In the dimly lit back room of an antiquated bookshop in Prague, the air was thick with the scent of aged paper and the quiet tension of a high-stakes exchange. Dáithí Brúm, a silhouette against the rows of leather-bound spines, waited with the patience of a seasoned spy. His hand rested casually in his pocket, fingers wrapped around the rosewood pen, a tool of his trade and a symbol of his father's legacy. The shop's bell chimed, a soft sound that signaled the arrival of his contact, a mole within a rival intelligence agency. The man, known only by the codename Archivist, was a keeper of secrets, much like the tomes that surrounded them. He approached Dáithí, his eyes darting around the room, searching for signs of a trap. "Have you brought it?" Dáithí asked, his voice steady. The archivist nodded, producing a small tattered notebook from his coat. "It's all here," he whispered. "Every operation, every agent, every lie." Dáithí extended his hand, the pen concealed within his grasp. As their hands met, Dáithí deftly swapped the pen for the notebook, a maneuver perfected over years of covert exchanges. The archivist's eyes widened as he felt the weight of the rosewood pen, understanding its significance. With a swift motion, Dáithí uncapped the pen, revealing its hidden blade, a last resort for an operative caught in dire straits. He held it up to the light, the polished brass glinting ominously. "A beautiful piece, isn't it?" he mused. "Crafted with care and capable of more than just writing." The archivist swallowed hard, his gaze fixed on the lethal instrument. "I've done what you asked," he stammered. "Now let me go." Dáithí considered the man before him, weighing the value of his life against the information in the notebook. With a sigh, he retracted the blade and placed the pen on the table. "Leave now, and remember that you owe me your life." As the archivist hurried out, Dáithí turned his attention to the notebook. Within its pages lay the encoded secrets of a dozen missions, each waiting to be deciphered by the pen's hidden ink. A special formula that revealed the invisible script. The exchange was over, but the true work had just begun. Dáithí knew that the information he held could shift the balance of power in the shadowy world of espionage. And as he decoded each page, he felt the presence of his father, guiding him through the intricate dance of spies. A dance that Dáithí had now mastered with the help of a simple...
This junkie, truth be told, his tale remains hidden till he's old. Until he's old.
The unseen crossing. The port city of Portsmouth was a tapestry of maritime history and bustling streets, a place where sailors and spies could blend in with ease. It was here, in the time-worn walls of the Sallyport Inn, that fate orchestrated a clandestine dance between two brothers, unaware of their proximity. Dáithí Brúm, en route to London for a mission cloaked in secrecy, found himself in the very inn where his brother David was weaving a web of charm. David, under the guise of a United States sailor, engaged the innkeeper, Sally Orr, in flirtatious banter, his cover as flawless as the sea was deep. The inn, with its creaking floors and the scent of salt in the air, was a haven for travelers and a crossroads for destinies. Dáithí, a mere shadow in the corner, sipped his drink, his eyes scanning the room with the precision of a hawk. He noted the sailor's easy smile, the way he leaned in to listen to Sally's laughter, but the connection eluded him. As the evening waned, Dáithí departed, his mind preoccupied with the tasks ahead. David, none the wiser, continued his conversation, the spark in his eyes a reflection of the intrigue that surrounded his life. Neither brother sensed the other's presence, their paths crossing like ships in the night, their stories intertwined yet separate. It was a moment lost to time, a secret that the walls of the Sallyport Inn would hold forever. The mission in London awaited and Dáithi's journey continued, the threads of his life weaving a pattern that only the fates could unravel. Meanwhile, David's laughter mingled with the inn's ambiance, a melody of innocence in a life filled with shadows. Dáithi's mission in London, within the context of our suspense story, would be a high-stakes operation that tests his skills as a spy and his ability to navigate the complex web of intelligence and countering.
He's the cannabis junkie from Liverpool, playing the fool. He's nobody's tool, just a cannabis junkie from Liverpool. In Disney they cheer, he's utterly cool, but beneath the facade a secret he cloaks. Once MI6, now his silence invokes. A cannabis junkie, truth be told, his tale remains hidden till he's old. Until he's old. But beneath the facade, a secret he cloaks. Once MI6, now his silence invokes. A cannabis junkie, truth be told, his tale remains hidden until he's old. This junkie, truth be told, his tale remains hidden till he's old. Until he's old.
The London Gambit. The city of London, with its blend of ancient history and modern vibrancy, was the stage for Dáithí Brúm's latest mission, a task that would require all his cunning and guile. Codenamed Operation Seraphim, the mission was to infiltrate a clandestine meeting of rogue intelligence operatives planning to sell classified information to the highest bidder. Dáithi's role was to pose as a wealthy tech magnate interested in purchasing secrets that could give him an edge in the cutthroat world of international business. His cover was meticulously crafted, complete with a false identity that could withstand any level of scrutiny. The meeting was to take place in an unassuming gallery in the heart of the city, under the guise of an exclusive art auction. The operatives, wary of prying eyes, had chosen the location for its privacy and the ease with which they could blend in with the elite crowd. As Dáithí mingled with the guests, his eyes discreetly scanned the room, taking note of the security measures and the faces of those in attendance. He recognized the subtle signs of agents on edge, their glances too sharp, their postures too rigid for the relaxed setting. When the time came, Dáithí engaged the operatives, his charm and confidence disarming them as he negotiated for the information. Unbeknownst to them, Dáithí was recording every word, every exchange, gathering the evidence needed to expose their treachery. The mission was a delicate dance on a razor's edge, where a single misstep could lead to disaster. But Dáithí, ever the master of espionage, played his part flawlessly, securing the intel and making his escape without leaving a trace. Back at MI6, the debriefing was brief but intense. Dáithí's information would lead to a series of arrests and the dismantling of a network that had threatened the very fabric of national security. His mission in London was a success, another testament to his skills and a reminder of the shadowy world in which he operated, a world where every move was part of a much larger game. During the art auction in London, Dáithí Brúm, under the guise of a tech magnate, uncovered a web of secrets that extended far beyond the sale of mere canvas and paint. Here's what he discovered.
With the world in turmoil, once more they seek Dáithi's aid, his prowess unique. From the US to the UK, allies of old, even the Vatican's whispers, his band story told.
The Shadow Ledger. Dáithí found that the auction was a front for a sophisticated network of espionage financing. Art pieces were being sold at inflated prices, and the excess funds were funneled into covert operations around the globe. The forgers list. Among the items auctioned were several masterful forgeries. Dáithí identified a list of artists whose works had been expertly copied, threatening the integrity of the art market and the financial stability of collectors worldwide. The ciphered catalog. The auction catalog contained hidden ciphers that, when decoded, revealed the identities of undercover operatives in various embassies. This information was being traded to compromise international intelligence networks. The Technocrats' Trove. A collection of seemingly mundane art pieces was actually a trove of technological secrets. Embedded within the frames and canvases were microchips containing encrypted data on advanced weaponry and cybersecurity protocols. These revelations had far-reaching implications, exposing corruption and treachery within the art world and beyond. Dáithi's mission was not only a triumph in intelligence gathering, but also a stark reminder of the power and peril that can be concealed behind the gilded facade of an art auction. The information uncovered by Dáithí during the art auction in London could have significant repercussions for the global intelligence community. Here's a speculative analysis based on the narrative and the potential real-world implications. Compromised operations. The exposure of covert operations and operatives could lead to immediate risk for those involved. It may necessitate the extraction of agents, the abandonment of ongoing missions, and a rapid reassessment of operational security protocols. Diplomatic fallout. The revelation of espionage activities can strain diplomatic relations, especially if allies are implicated or if sensitive negotiations are undermined. Trust between nations could be eroded, leading to a more cautious and isolated approach to intelligence sharing. Technological setbacks. The loss of technological secrets, particularly those embedded in the art pieces, could set back intelligence capabilities. Adversaries might gain insights into surveillance methods, cyber defenses, and advanced weaponry, potentially neutralizing the technological edge held by certain nations. Financial implications. The financial networks revealed by the Shadow Ledger could lead to crackdowns on illicit funding, impacting the resources available for unauthorized intelligence activities. This could disrupt the financing of espionage operations and force a reevaluation of how such activities are funded. Countermeasures and adaptation. Adversaries informed about compromised methods may develop countermeasures, forcing the intelligence community to innovate and adapt. This could lead to technological arms race as each side seeks to regain the advantage. Policy and legal repercussions. Governments may implement stricter controls and oversight on intelligence activities. Legal and policy frameworks could be revised to prevent future leaks and to safeguard classified information more effectively. In summary, the impact of Dáithi's discovery could ripple through the intelligence community, prompting a series of defensive and proactive measures to mitigate the damage and prevent future breaches of security. The narrative serves as a reminder of the delicate balance within the world of espionage and the far-reaching consequences that can arise from the revelation of secrets.
From the US to the UK, allies
junkie from Liverpool, but none the wiser, I'm nobody's fool. Just a cannabis junkie, cool as a pool. My Bisbee neighbors, they all rule. But here's the truth, it's not a joke. I learned to spy with just a ghost provoke. A cannabis junkie through and through. I'll pass on the dirty work, my days aspire through.
And that concludes another episode of The Legend of Dáithí Brúm. Remember, appearances can be deceiving, and sometimes the most captivating stories unfold in the spaces between notes. Until next time, keep your ears attuned to the whispers of secrets, and may your rhythm never falter. This is Dáithí Brúm, signing off. Dáithí Brúm, Cannabis Junkie and MI6 Spy, is a production of Dáithí Brúm Studio, Brewery Gulch, Bisbee, Arizona. Copyright 2024, all rights reserved.
Your words ain't matter now. I'll be on my way. I'm tending to my life, come what may. You speak of troubles, yet you're blind to see. I see through the deceit from which you flee. Turn back now, lest you're found.
Hey, this is your host and narrator, neighbor and friend with a public service announcement. Old Bisbee, Arizona is replete with artisans, poets, writers, musicians, and the lot. Traveling to Bisbee on holiday or being a local and really enjoying the scene, you will not be without entertainment. So please support our local community. You may come across Etterbury Young typing out poems on the street, or the very talented Amelia Dahl playing her sweet serenades. If an Indigo Girls junkie like me, you will appreciate. She is fire. If so, say hi and drop some dough. Amelia Dahl and Elderberry Young are both vibrant contributors to the artistic scene in Bisbee. Here's an interesting fact about each. Amelia Dahl. She is known for her musical performances and has been part of events hosted by Electric Brewing in Bisbee. Amelia Dahl has a connection with the audience through her music, creating an intimate atmosphere during her shows. Elderberry Young, also known as Young Gelderberry, is a character full of life and unstoppable energy. He has a unique presence, often engaging in creative antics that resonate with his audience. His performances are not just about entertainment. They embody a narrative that reflects his dynamic personality. Both artists bring their distinctive styles to the old Bisbee community, enriching the local culture with their creativity and performance.